So a couple things just before I start. There will be some baby videos on my channel. This is just the first time I've sat down to film in 2 months, and it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be trying to do this with him here, and because he's very needy, which I'm okay with, but it makes doing anything else really hard. Like, this is only the second time I've put makeup on since he was born, and he'll be 7 weeks this week, so I don't know if you can hear him sort of like grunting next to me. But I will have some like baby related stuff on my channel probably next. I do want to do like my birth story and all that, but I wanted to get out my November Beauty Heroes box before I did any of that. So that is what I'm doing today. I've got my November Beauty Heroes box. I wanted to get that out before the month closed. And then the second thing, I guess, is if I seem sort of rusty, like, please forgive me for a while, because it's been a long time since I've sat down to do anything other than feed a baby and sleep. Like, that's been my life the last 7 weeks, just feeding and sleeping. So I might be a little rusty for a while, but I hope to get back into this more consistently soon, so just bear with me for the time being. And just, if you haven't seen him on Instagram, I'll show him in a little bit, but just wait, because he's like the cutest thing on planet Earth. Like, he's the cutest baby ever, and I'm not even like exaggerating. So the November Beauty Heroes box this month, the brand featured is Josh Rosebrook, which is a brand we've seen before from Beauty Heroes. Josh Rosebrook was featured, I think, last November, actually. I don't remember if it was November or no, it was December was Vintner's Daughter, so it must have been last November. But the Balance shampoo and conditioner were the heroes in last year's box, and that was my first experience with Josh Rosebrook. So this is my first experience with Josh Rosebrook's skincare, which I'm like really obsessed with now, and I want to try basically all his skincare. So the hero this month is the Cacao Antioxidant Mask, and it's wearing a mask. The mask is wearing a mask. But I really love the hero this month, and if this is any indication of what the rest of Josh Rosebrook's skincare is like I've heard his stuff raved about all the time, like the tinted moisturizer, the Oculus Eye serum, like all of his stuff gets raves all the time. So, but if this one product is any indication of how the rest of the products perform on how the rest of them perform, then his line has got to be like stellar. So this is my first experience with his skincare. I did have the hydrating accelerator, but I hadn't used it yet. And that's also the Sidekick this month, is a trial size of the hydrating accelerator. So this is a 2-ounce size, and I believe the full size is a 4-ounce size. So the theme this month that went along with the hero was actually We Are All Beauty Heroes, which is a really special theme to Josh himself, because he wants to create a line of products that can be used by anybody and everybody, whether you're older or younger, male or female, regardless of skin type. He wanted to create a line of products that could be used by everybody. And I think that's very special, and especially very unique in the green beauty space, or skincare and hair care in general. They're not usually targeted towards a universal audience. They're targeted towards specific people or ages or anything like that. So I just think it's really unique to have a line that's targeted for universal use for everybody. So, and the other cool thing about the Cacao Antioxidant Mask is this is also Josh's very first product, so it's his original product to the line. So, and a little bit about the mask itself. So like I said, this is Josh Rosebrook's original hero product. It's a decadent treatment formulated to address his own skin concerns. Using flavonoid-rich cacao as its base, Josh consciously selected his favorite skin-loving whole plant materials for his personal recipe, including almond and marula oils, rose petal, turmeric, and alfalfa. The finished formula was a guiltless indulgence, a brightening, circulation-boosting, chocolatey whip that delivered visible results. When clients noticed the difference in his skin, the cry for "I'll have what he's having" sparked the official launch of Josh Rosebrook Skin and Hair Care, a line that is synonymous with high performance and holistic nutrition. So, and then a little bit about the company itself too, is if you don't know anything about Josh Rosebrook, but I mean, this is green beauty, I'm sure you do at this point. Josh works with a team of phytochemists and herbalists who understand the power of plants to return the body to a balanced and optimal state. The Josh Rosebrook line has a distinctively universal appeal that transcends skin type, age, and gender. He's fueled by a passion to help people, not only women, feel better, more beautiful, and confident. So, and the cool thing that I think about this mask versus other sort of detoxifying or brightening masks is there actually is no clay in the mask. It is So it's cacao and oil and extract based. So the superpowers, there's a lot of ingredients in here, but the superpowers are cacao, which is stimulating and firming to the skin, marula oil, which is softening and firming, beetroot, which is detoxifying and softening, alfalfa, which is calming and soothing, and then turmeric, which is brightening and firming. But if you take a look at the list of ingredients, there's a lot of really great things in here. Ginkgo, cinnamon, ginger, bladderwhack, licorice, cat's claw, raspberry leaf, sage, ashwagandha. There's just a lot of really great skincare ingredients in here that they're all there for a purpose, and they all do really great things for the skin. Again, no matter what type your skin is. So my skin type specifically, usually I'm acne prone, oily, but I think since becoming pregnant my skin changed a little bit. It's more, I feel combination now, leaning, I don't want to say normal because it doesn't get as oily as it used to, but it's not as temperamental as it used to be. I mean, again, I am 7 weeks postpartum. I don't know if my skin's going to change. I mean, I haven't started having any weird hormonal flare-ups or anything yet, but I'm just sort of like waiting, sort of like expecting that stuff to happen like anytime. So my skin has changed a little bit, so it's not as acne prone as it used to be. I do still get breakouts, just not as bad as they were. And the reason for the clays being left out is so it doesn't give that sort of pulling feeling that you get when you use traditional clay masks that pull and make your skin really red and, you know, sort of like throb if they're really intense. There are a lot of really intense clay masks out there like that I've tried over the years. So I have tried this one twice and I really, really love it. So what this mask is supposed to give you is a gentle, non-drying skin detoxification, increased circulation and skin cell turnover, a healthy, bright, and revised skin tone. So I've used this twice and I really think that it does all three of those things. It definitely gives you a non-drying skin detoxification. And it's very different from like a traditional detox mask that'll, again, like, because they're made with clays typically, and they pull and they really work to get that stuff out of your pores. And this is a gentler, non-drying version of a detox mask. It still really cleaned out my pores really, really well. It just did it without the tugging and the pulling and the pulsating that you get from traditional clay masks. I mean, I like that sometimes, but it actually is really nice to have a mask that doesn't do that. And then increased circulation and a healthy, bright, and revived skin tone, which it definitely did both of those. I could feel that it increased the circulation to my skin without the pulling again. It didn't leave my skin really red. It left it more bright and even toned and just very healthy and glowy looking. Like, it just looked amazing. And it is an already prepared face mask, but it's one that actually works, because you know how I feel about already prepared face masks. But this one is very active and it's very dark. It's almost black, but it's like, it's a really rich dark brown, and it doesn't smell like cacao well, I mean, it does, it smells like a little bit like cacao. But because there's so many extracts and oils and things in it, it smells more like those things than it does the actual cacao in the mask itself. But I really love this. You only need really like a teaspoon. It's very thick. And then you rub it between your fingers sort of like spread it more evenly across your face. So it takes about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more than a teaspoon, but about a teaspoon depending on how much you like. And then you leave it on for 45 minutes and wash it off. They suggest doing it before you get in the shower because it is really, really messy. The first time I used it, I didn't hop in the shower to rinse it off, and my like sink area got extremely messy, and it was a little bit more difficult to remove. Just, you know, by splashing my face with water. But under the shower, if you remove it in the shower, it's definitely easier to rinse it off your face. So I really like this. I think that if you're looking for an introduction into the Josh Rosebrook skincare line, you want to be subscribed to this month's box, because this is a great introduction into, I think, the rest of his skincare, even though I haven't tried anything other than the Hydrating Accelerator, which is the first hero product. There's actually two. The second one is a brand new product to Josh's line. So the Sidekick is the Hydrating Accelerator, and it's more than a toner. It's one of his best-selling products, and it's vitamin water for the skin, multitasking as an anti-inflammatory, instant hydrator, toner, and light moisturizer. This year-round staple is cooling in the heat and instantly hydrating in the winter. All ages, skin types, and genders can mist as a toner or throughout the day for healthy skin hydration. And this is another product that I like instantly fell in love with the minute that I tried it. I'd heard so many people rave about this over the years. They talked about how fine the mist was, how like intense and amazing the smell was, and it's all of those things. It definitely has the finest mist of any spray I've ever used, and the smell is just something otherworldly. I don't know, it's very hard to explain. Okay, Gilbert came home and took the baby for a few minutes so I could finish. But anyway, I love to use this before serums. I love to actually use this before and after the mask. It leaves like a really nice hydrated layer on the skin before and after. It's just really great, and it is for all skin types, I think, again, because it's not super intensely moisturizing. It doesn't dry out the skin, so anybody with any skin type could use it. Will get amazing effects from it. So I really love this. I now have a 2 ounce and a 4 ounce size, and this is definitely, I know, a product that I won't be without. There are, I mean, I've talked about toners before and how I feel like most of the time the toners that I've tried, I don't really feel like they do anything, but I feel like this one is different because it's got the hydrating factor. It leaves your skin moisturized, and there's like a nice barrier between whatever you're putting on top of it, and you can even use it throughout the day, and it just feels refreshing, and it smells really nice, and it's just very, I just love this. I know, you know, it almost smells like licorice, marshmallow. It kind of smells like marshmallows. Does anybody else get marshmallows when they use this? But that's the first Sidekick. The second one is actually a brand new product that has not launched yet, and it will launch in the Beauty Heroes shop in December. And it is Josh Rosebrook's very first fragrance. And it's, again, a unisex fragrance because everything from the Josh Rosebrook line is tailored to be universal to men and women. So this is so everybody will be getting a trial of the Ethereal by Josh Rosebrook. So Ethereal is the long-awaited, completely natural unisex fragrance by Josh Rosebrook, a sophisticated and airy fragrance that awakens the spirit and warmth and emotion. This transcendent celestial blend of earth and sky is an ethereal experience. Let's see if I can try to describe what I think this smells like. So this is only, I thought I had gotten a bigger sample than I had gotten. I was talking to somebody and they asked me how big my sample was. And for some reason I thought that it was filled halfway, but this is actually a single use. So you might be able to stretch it to like 2 or 3 uses depending on how much you use. But this is meant to be used once, and then it's basically, that's the entire sample, it's a single use. So there's probably a couple of drops in here. Let's see if I can, it definitely is very deep and it's woodsy. But I also feel like I don't have the scent notes on the paper. I'm going to have to email Jeannie to see if I can get what the scent notes are. But I feel like it's like spicy and woodsy. Definitely something a man and a woman could use. It is unisex. It's not floral, it's not sweet, but it's not so deep and musky that a woman can't use it and enjoy it. So I am saving this. It is very strong, and I just don't want to wear it like around the baby, so I am saving this for when, I don't know, I go out or something and I have a special occasion to use this, that I'm not just using it around the house and it's just like gone in one use. So I am very excited that he has launched a perfume. The full size of the perfume is going to be 1 ounce and $145. So that's definitely one of the more expensive natural perfumes. Most run sort of like the $100 range, $80 to $100. So that's one of the more expensive ones. Except I think Strange Invisible. Strange Invisible has some really, really expensive natural perfumes that I haven't tried just because of how expensive they are. But that one will be for sale in the Beauty Heroes shop coming in December. So that is the November Beauty Heroes box, and if you're not subscribed already, I'm going to leave the link down below in case you want to be. And then also remember that anything that you buy as a subscriber in the Beauty Heroes shop, you get an automatic 15% discount, which is great. And that also includes what I'm going to talk about really, really quickly. I don't want to get too into it because I haven't used it hardly at all. But that is the very first seasonal makeup box that Beauty Heroes has put together. So the brand that they did the very first seasonal makeup box, you remember back in May, they did the Modern Minerals box, and the feedback that Beauty Heroes got was that people would rather have makeup be optional. They wanted skincare to be the main focus. So now 4 times a year there's going to be a makeup box, And the very first one is Vapor. So this is optional. It's not going to be sent to you unless you purchase it separately from your subscription. So the very first brand featured is Vapor, and the hero is the Stratus Soft Focus Skin Perfector in S904. So it's like a pinky skin primer, which I guess sort of the tagline is it's Instagram for your face, so it's sort of like a filter for your face. And I've only used it twice. It does have beeswax in it, so it's not vegan. And that's another reason why I was on the fence even talking about it, because I didn't have the time that I usually do to research where the beeswax or honey comes from in a certain brand. So I didn't want to do a whole separate video just because I hadn't dedicated that time into researching Vapor yet, but I definitely am going to, because I did use this because I wanted to know what it felt like and how it worked, and I actually really like this. I like it so much I actually want to try the Vapor foundation, and I'm not a liquid foundation person at all, but this it feels like nothing on the skin, but it makes your skin feel super smooth, and I definitely do feel like it fills in my pores better than any other skin primer that I've used in the natural, green beauty space has. And I've sort of given up on primers because I don't feel like they do anything for my skin, at least because my pores are so large. And I do feel like it sort of like perfects my skin in a way that I wasn't expecting it to, and I want to try more from Vapor. So this does have beeswax in it, but so know that. The two Sidekicks, and this is another reason why I was hesitant to talk about this box at all, because not only does one of the Sidekicks have beeswax, it also has carmine, which I'm not okay with, because I don't really consider carmine to be a cruelty-free thing. I know some people make that sort of distinction where they still consider the brand or product cruelty-free when you use carmine, even though carmine is crushed beetles. So, I mean, that's another reason why I was sort of hesitant to talk about this box at all, because I don't want to seem like I'm trying to sell the box when it's got a product in it that ethically doesn't fit my standards. So I did just want to mention that, and I haven't used this one because it's got the carmine in it, but it's the Aura Multi-Use Stick in Eros. I mean, it is a pretty color, and I know that they can get colors like this without carmine. I really wish brands would just cut the carmine already. Like, why? Why is it in everything still? Like, there are brands and products that that I've seen colors that are similar to this that don't contain carmine, and it kind of upsets me. But anyway, I just feel like it's unnecessary at this point. There are just so many ways to get color without carmine in it. So that's another reason why I was hesitant. The third product is vegan, and it's of course the smallest thing in here. It's the Vapor Clarity Makeup Removing Cleansing Oil. And I have used this once, the one other time I've worn makeup since the baby's been born, and it worked really well to remove my makeup. I really actually liked this. The full size of this, which I'm thinking about picking up, is $36. Nope, $32. So the full size is $32, and I do really like it. It's a great cleanser. It's ultra pure, USDA certified, organic, instantly dissolves eye makeup, and provides an all-over face cleanse crafted with 8 organic skin nourishing and clearing botanicals. Clarity is universally appealing to sensitive, mature, and acneic skin types. So that's the one thing from the makeup selection box that I actually really like and enjoy. Well, I mean, I really like and enjoy this too, but I need to do more research on the beeswax that Vapor uses. So I will leave the link for that down below in case you're interested in that box. I know not everybody who watches me is vegan, and I do try to keep my channel pretty vegan, but I do support companies that use beeswax and honey that's sustainable and local. Locally harvested and ethically sourced and all that stuff. So again, I need to find that out from Vapor. Once I do, I'll leave a note down below, even though I'm going to be posting this video before I find that out. So that's everything that I have for this month's box. There actually is going to be a couple of really special things happening before the end of the year. We're going to be getting our December box, which I'm also really excited about. I do know I don't know what's in it, but I know what is going on with the box. But I do know the brand and sort of like what is happening in the box. But there's also going to be a extra special box. So like the extra makeup box that's going to be coming 4 times a year, which also you will get if you are subscribed to the Beauty Heroes box. If you purchase the makeup box, you do get 15% off. So I believe the makeup box is $45 on its own, but if you are subscribed, you do get 15% off So I think it comes out to be like $38.25 or something along those lines. I'll leave all the notes down below. But there's also going to be the 13th hero. So there's going to be another extra box that is optional. It's not going to be sent out automatically to subscribers, but it is something that you can purchase separately, like the makeup box. But I did receive that one already, and I'm really excited about that one because I do like the product and I think it's great. I can't wait to talk about that one. And I also can't wait for what 2017 brings for Beauty Heroes. There's just a lot of really exciting things in the works. So I do believe there's going to be something special coming to my Instagram, Beauty Heroes related. I haven't gotten the full details yet, but if you're not following me on Instagram already, do that, because there is going to be something happening over there eventually, I think before the end of the month. So again, that's everything that I've got for this video. I will go get the baby so you can go see him. So here he is. Say hi. Oh, he's so cute. So I will have a birth story video up where I'll show him more, but there he is. He's wearing his little sharks today. He's my cutie. I would kiss you, but I'm wearing tinted lip colored stuff. So this is Oliver. If you haven't already seen him over on my Instagram, I'm sure he'll be making an appearance every once in a while. Yes. Alright, but now I gotta feed him, so I gotta go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. And he's looking at something pretty intently. Bye.